As a former Teacher of the Year, I was invited to attend the Mobile Learning Institute at the Smithsonian. For me as an educator, it's been a wonderful experience because not only do I get to work with other educators from different age group levels in different areas of the country, but I'm learning wonderful ways to incorporate technology into my classroom.
Day one was the introduction day. So we got to introduce ourselves and what we teach, where we're from, but also we were introduced to the different technology. So we were introduced to the Nokia phone and video, and we were introduced to our computers and software products. Day two, we went to visit the National Air and Space Museum to locate the object that our different teams were assigned to.
So then we took pieces of the different exhibits that we thought would really feed our units that we were creating as a whole, and we videotaped those and used audio clips of those as well to put together for our unit. Day three, we used to put all those pieces together into our final products that are going to be used in our classrooms. And so we were able to use software to integrate sound and audio and video clips and still pictures, so that we could create something that was really usable and tangible for our students.
The Mobile Learning Institute at the Smithsonian is really an opportunity. It's broadening your horizon to what the nation's capital has to offer, but not just that, but what artifacts from around the world have to offer the learner.
If I'm at home and I'm surfing the web and visiting a museum virtually, it's a totally different experience for me. If I come here, if I come to DC, if I come to the actual site, see the materials first person, get to ask questions of the docents and of the museum curators and really find out firsthand. I'm getting those primary source documents for my kids, which is great, and the ability to bring those back to my students will be really powerful.
There really isn't any type of learning than to get in there and experience things up close and to see them up close. You can almost see an artifact, you can almost go out and you can actually feel the history behind it. And that's something that students who don't have that opportunity, who don't have that option, come into this experience with a whole new set of eyes. And I think that's the major difference of myself being here and teaching in my classroom, is that I'm able to share these experiences, but you also have to engage these students and these learners to help them understand that it's a big world you're going to take away from experiencing it up close and personally.
For me, the biggest wow moment of this project is getting to come to DC to actually be in the museums and interact with the actual artifacts. I think about my students back home, the majority of whom will never have the opportunity to come to the Smithsonian most likely. So the fact that I'm getting to capture these pieces of history for them and bring them back is really powerful to me.
I see this program as a way of showing us how we can use something that our students have, something that our students do all the time, use their cell phones, text with their cell phones, take pictures with their cell phones. So I'm excited that I'll be able to bring it back to the classroom and show my students, no, you can actually use your cell phone to do my homework assignments. And I think they'll really like that.
I think the collaboration between the Smithsonian and the Mobile Learning Institute is a great idea, because not only does it combine the museum piece, but it also combines the technology. And I think they've combined the past, the present, and the future in one workshop. I think that the combination of those is very powerful, and that's something that a lot of educators are looking to grasp. We're just not sure how to do it. Sometimes we can find a technology workshop, and sometimes we can find a workshop on how to use artifacts, but combining the two is a unique experience.
I think a practical application of this is involving more teachers. Teachers that have first-hand experience with this will realize the power of it for their students, and I think that has the possibilities of opening it up in so many ways that we can't even imagine. You know, just a few years ago we couldn't imagine some of the applications that exist today. So the more people we expose to, the more possibilities we have as educators.